Welcome back, this is Tobal, and we are continuing along with our X Rebirth series. And I was stuck, and I'm freed. Just a quick reload. It's almost like it was kind of bugged on like this particular entrance spot. But we are free, and we are going to go find our diplomat or special person. I don't remember what their role is. Pilot?
Well, hello.
Fair enough. Press Shift D there to jump back to the ship real quick.
Nice and comfortable back here.
Oh god, there's firing. What's behind us here? Looks like a fighter. That could be based on the mission too, because we are escorting a high value target, but it looks like they're being engaged, so we will push on and get to our objective so we can get paid. Holy crap, that's a lot of fighters. I think they're actually all behind us right now. They're all... So that might indicate that they track you through the game and they're going to come out local space wherever you happen to be. That or they're warping directly to the objective, but either way I think we're going to have friends when we get out of the highway, which I'm just going to run straight to the objective and ignore them.
Entering cold
It's behind us here, and we'll burn over that way. I didn't see them come out, so maybe it wasn't quite as bad there. Shift M. I don't see anybody on the local radar either.
Calibrating HUD.
Gotta try to remember to get in the habit of scanning each of these stations just so we have more information. Now again, I don't know if this gives us new trade deals or what.
Resetting HUD and scanners.
Whoa. Awkward. Oh, another thing I saw in a video recently was for X4, it does look like you are landing directly on landing platforms as opposed to just kind of coming nearby and hitting dock. It does look like there's either an activity of docking or either manual docking, kind of like Elite Dangerous. It could also have, I think in X3 you wind up having to get close enough to attach to kind of a docking arm. And so they might have something where if you get a trade computer, if you just hate it, it'll wind up doing it for you. So more stuff to look forward to there. And we are at 1.3 million, not enough to do much. Let's take a look at who's around. Oh, we still haven't found a capital ship dealer. Let's see if we can find a shipyard. I think it tells you. Yep, it'll tell you which system has a shipyard. So let's go over to Cuspid Split. Can I navigate to it? Plot course. I'm pretty sure the shipyard should have NPCs that can make ships. And so if we can get a price now, we'll know what to aim for to get, I guess, your first trading ship. And we can also probably talk to, let's see, a specialist that does, I honestly don't even know how to start a space station. Now we'll find out. I've never checked on this, but do we have unlimited trading capacity or volume, I guess, on the Albion Skunk? Because that's kind of hilarious. I also think I completely missed the... If we were coming this direction, I think I missed the exit. We'll burn over here. I don't think it knows where we're going anymore. It's a little bit confused. Which direction is that going? There we go.
HUD.
We'll go around and scan a couple of these stations. And we're in a main shipyard area, so we should. Ship services. Oh, we only have a small ship dealer here. Even so, it would be nice to know what we're going up against with.
Don't walk past. I have everything you need here.
I may have to do this after I point my ship in a different direction.
Resetting HUD and scanners.
Scanner deactivated.
Alright, let's take a look again.
Don't walk past. I have everything you need here. We build these ships. Take them or leave them.
So we have a bunch of fighters. None of these really look familiar. I don't think they kept the names from X3 at all. I don't recognize any of these other than like Vanguard and Sentinel, I think, which are up around 1-something million. We can afford most of these fighters. So let's look at this. So a basic trading ship.
Designed and manufactured by Gigurum Heavy Launchers, the Gigurum Bulk Transporter is
No jump
designed
drive.
to transport bulk goods cut and packaged into
18,000
distinct
M3
storage modules
metric.
of specified dimensions. With its line of freighters, Gigurum have brought the concept.
Okay, so those are the ships that we could buy. I mean, that actually looked really cheap. Now we don't have to necessarily have to. We wouldn't fly those. We would hire those out. So we could definitely have a fleet of smaller ones. In fact, that might be the smarter route to go, is to get some small ships now, build up our little fleet.
Don't walk past. I have everything you need here.
Modify a ship. Can we modify drones? Can we buy drones? We cannot. Okay. There is a enemy ship on radar here. I think I'm going to try to engage this just to test it out. A katana. Interesting. Let's switch over to inertial hammer astrobeams. I haven't tried some of these other ones. V crushers I think are dumbfire. Meteorites. Let's go get stuck in a bit. Ah, he dodged me. I should have probably waited till that missile hit him, but it did. I would like them to start ejecting so I could try to capture a ship and get an easy new ship for us, but
It's been
it doesn't look
secured
like
in
they want
storage.
to. Cartography, I got some more Hellbusters. Alright, so we've scanned that
Calibrating
station. Let's
HUD.
take a look at what else is around here. I think that is the shipyard off to our left. This is a organic. That looks awesome. I love the size of these stations though. They're absolutely fascinating to look at and fly around in. Additives, water. Okay.
Resetting HUD and scanners.
Scanner deactivated.
Alright, so why don't we try it? Why don't we go ahead and see if we can hire, or come to a complete stop here. Let's order a ship. Power surge cells. Also, I want to see if
Receiving you.
I want to hire you. This is someone I think to run your station. So you need the right person to run the station. What does a manager do?
What now?
So what, you need a manager to run the station while you're gone, and also a specialist. That would kind of make sense. Still don't have any idea about how to buy a full-on. Unless you have to buy a ship that maybe builds
Don't walk past. I have everything you need here.
the station itself. I think that was a thing in X3. You started with, had you hired someone and you told them where to deposit the station? Never did really get into station building, so that's definitely something I want to do.
We build these ships. Take them or leave them.
So why don't we look for, I don't even know the prices here. So it looks like containers are the most expensive. let's go ahead and just order a bulk ship.
How many? Or should I try to guess?
You're hilarious. Okay, so one bulk ship. Let's order
Don't walk
a
past. I have everything you need here. We build these ships.
energy
Take
ship.
them or leave them. How many? Or should I try to guess?
We're sitting at 600,000. Let's go ahead and buy one more.
Don't walk past. I have everything you need here. We build these ships. Take them or leave them.
And we'll do a liquid since we can't afford the container
How
cost.
many? Or should I try to guess?
And my hope. Let's take a look at where these ships are. Let's go to my own property owned. So all of these ships are following the Albion Skunk. I see them all coming out of the shipyard on the mini map here. Very cool. How big are these? I mean, they're these are tiny. Other basic trading ships, but that's fine. So the question now, though, is to figure out how to. Alright, let's do a couple things. It looks like there's some folks in red coming to visit, and I don't want them to be rude and attack us here. I don't appreciate that they're pointing directly our way either. I wish I could like bulk order my ships around.
Cargo secured and hold.
One of them just blew up.
You call the shots, right?
Leave my squad new order. Gather resources, transfers, wares. I wonder if there's just a fly to. We definitely don't want to just
It's been secured in storage.
do a fly to. We want to have it do trading. Crew for. It's not a capital ship, right? It's just a normal ship.
Hello, pilot. Is there anything I can offer you?
Okay. Gonna take me a minute to figure that one out. I may have to check and reference some of the
Cargo secured and hold.
information about trading on the X Rebirth wiki. So at the moment, let's see, what can we do if we look at them? Remove from our squad. What do you do if we do that? So if you just remove from the squad, are you... You're kind of in your own squad right now.
You call the shots, right?
New area, assign a superior. Show ship details, stock test, new order. Gather resources. It's collector drones, refuel, attack, transfer wares.
So who gets involved in the transfer?
Oh, I'd hate to honestly just micro a ton of ships. Alright, I'm going to park myself somewhere safe real quick. Take a look at the map. I think we can control them through the mini-map a little bit better, or through the sector map, than I can just messing about with the comms. Please don't crash into the station. You guys or me. Alright, so we've got our ships. This is my squad. Now, what's if we... Ah, here we go. Does it tell us... Huh. Oh, please don't scan me and have me find stuff. So they all wound up rejoining. Oh no, they didn't. Okay, so we want to talk to this guy. Oh my gosh. This police ship is literally killing me.
This is the police. You're in breach
Oh,
of
for
the
fuck's
local
sake.
content
Alright,
and
so
regulations.
let's get the fuck out of here. Hopefully this doesn't make my cargo ship's bulk as well. Who's not in my squad right now? Follow Albion Skunk. Follow Albion Skunk. None standing by. So if I can tell it to fly to my position.
Now boosting to you.
Be quick. This is not a good day for Teladi.
Entering Cuspid Split.
God, is everything... Oh, I just literally did a circle. It's depressing.
Transmitting new coordinates.
We'll go ahead and go to a new sector real quick. Just alt tab there for a second, and... yeah, no idea. Kind of wish. Let's see. Don't really need all of those. We kind of just want to know about trading through freighters. Now I wonder if it's different because these ships are kind of little small ships, I guess.
Crossroads.
And normally we have
It's been secured and
capital
stored,
ships that
transmitting
handle
new coordinates
other
to
items.
following ships.
trade offers, trade deals. So if we just look at trade offers, so fuel cells. Okay, so I think we have to match up the trade offers with okay, so I'm looking at which ship is okay, so the trade offers are the important ones here. So what is this? Under 41%? Can't transport this because we don't okay, so we don't have enough for the deals right now. I think we need to just find ship services inventory trader. Gosh, it's a
Need something?
Show me your wares, and then this is what, directly to us again? It's crazy. So I don't know if that means that are we just kind of stuck with these little ships without being able to really do any trading with them.
Hello, pilot. Is there anything I can offer you?
Stop and chat. I'll make it worth your visit if you shop here. Are we done looking at stuff here?
Hey there.
How may I assist?
Definitely at a bit of a loss. I'm not sure if we should be doing. Let's see, you're still following me. What about our other ships here? Make sure everyone's still in the same range or in the same squad and following. They're on the highway. They're in crossroads. They're trying to follow me. You're waiting. See if
You're
you
my
can
boss,
join.
right? Don't panic, boys.
Nice squad.
I'm here now.
So I think we need to find more trade deals, and I think that comes from scanning.
Calibrating
Much as I
pulse.
love to scan. God, I also hope we don't have to look at every single one of these
Resetting HUD and
icons. I think they
scanners.
have special little symbols when there's a deal going on. Ugh, please don't crash. I should get away from the station so our poor freighter doesn't get confused. Oh, they're attacking the freighter. Go away, sir. You're dead. So again, only 3. I wonder if this is distance OG, OJ, inner world Watergate, inner world natural expansion. Okay, so I think these are locations where I've asked people to be our trading contact. This deal though looks like it's doable. 1125, 20,000, 20 at Tor Metalworks. Refined metals that could be transferred to the bulk container ship.
Thank you for dealing with the threat to our station.
So does this mean I got a job or I got a new mission here?
Calibrating HUD.
Please don't scam me, please don't scam me, please don't scam me. Go away.
Resetting HUD and scanners.
Scanner deactivated.
Huh, so I do think we just have to start pestering everyone in order to get the trade deal updates. No deals, I think that's a, oh, offers, oh, okay, that's I think what I was missing here. Let's go back to that screen. So under trade offers, so sales offers, so they're offering to what? 50,000 silicon. So we need to have that available. So we need to find what a sale that matches up with it. So refined metals to refined metals, silicon wafers, fuel cells. None of those are currently here. Gosh, I don't know if we just start spamming folks and basically ask them to be our trade offer update. Let's keep exploring around here. Let's see if we can find a couple more stations that we haven't scanned.
Resetting HUD.
We're still missing a ship. Let's take a look at our list of ships here. My property. Interworld Watergate, Interworld Crossroads, Interworld Crossroads. What are you doing? You're not waiting. You need to
call the shots, right?
follow
We'll
me.
follow you. Don't brake too hard without warning.
Alright, so they're going to be following for a minute. We could just take the shuttle or the jump gate back over to I believe it was Cold Star. No, Cold Star is one of the new ones. We don't want to go to Cold Star just yet. I think we want to go stay in Albion, but I wouldn't mind going back to Far Out, which was our starter system. Although it does look like Interworld we do have a lot of information on. So we're kind of wanted there at Crossroads. Let's go over here to another system. And I like that it shows you where your squad is. That little green X, that green square, is showing you where you have a friendly unit or an owned property right now. So let's swing out here. So everybody should be coming this way.
Transmitting rendezvous point now.
And so she's basically telling all of our following ships to come back to us.
Calibrating HUD.
Hope I'm not still aggroed with police. I don't think I am. Again, not seeing any extra trade deals here. It's one of those things where I appreciate the uniqueness of the situation in terms of scanning and finding all these deals. It does get a bit tedious if you have to continually run back and forth looking for tiny little briefcases to scan. So I hope, and I think part of that's alleviated by having this mod where it scans the entire station for you. But at the same time, I'm not sure if we still need to have someone acting as a trade offer updater in every station or not. So, and we're basically, God, that's 80,000 every time we do that. That is super, super expensive. One other option we can look at here is
resetting HUD and scanners.
Is this the deal?
Scanner deactivated.
Nope. We can look at the bulletin board to find missions, and I wonder if we could, let's see, deliver. This is an individual thing, transport persons, escort. So all we have is stuff that we normally would take. Nothing about trading.
Cargo
Let's go back to our
secured and
trade
hold.
offers here. Oh wow, so I don't know if it's because of scanning or what, but look at how many new offers we have on the table. So these are stations that are selling things. So does anyone need ion cells on the offers? Ions, no. Plasma cells, and no. Now they can't support it, and we also can't afford it. Oh, we could buy as many as we could. Hey Chutoy, and I am insanely pumped for X4. I'm trying to get more pumped, if that's even possible. I'm also trying to like restrain myself, but I couldn't avoid the urge to go ahead and pre-order just to have it ready to go. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like Rebirth was close, and they knew, or they now know what's going on with all the problems. So here's hoping. You know, here's hoping.
Resetting HUD and scanners.
Alright, so don't really have any offers here. We're also like super broke, so I think I'm just going to... I wish I had a safe system. I just don't want to have these guys sitting somewhere out in the middle of nowhere and get attacked. So I think I'll just keep having them follow me, and I will jump over to another zone or another sector to see if there's any good missions that way. And maybe Crossroads has forgotten about the aggro station. We'll check here too. We haven't stopped at this sector.
Entering Crossroads.
Transmitting new coordinates to following ships.
Rather a collection delivery of hydrogen, so I wonder if we do a briefing.
I have a lot riding on this, and I don't like taking chances on greenhorns.
Pick up 11, just under 12,200. So let's take a look, or 11,200, and let's take a look at. I think that was bulk. Property owned 11,200. Okay, so all of our ships can hold that much. So let's go look at that mission. Maybe that's one way to do it. Is just do manual mission running. Take a mission, tell our ships to go deliver it somewhere. Alright, briefing.
I'm not sure you can do this. I hope you can prove me wrong.
5 zones away. We're gonna try it, and if we fail, we fail.
Go on then.
Right, so we need to contact our ships. Should have paid more attention to what that was. High-grade hydrogen. So, can any of our ships transport?
I greet you, sir. How may I help?
May have made a mistake there. Let's take a look. Transfer
With whom
wares.
would you like us to exchange goods?
Through list. None of that. What about pickup? Collector drones. Transfer wares.
With whom would you like us to exchange goods?
That is a direct one-to-one transfer. Fly to. I may need to go ahead and talk to a
Spit it out.
drone dealer. But how can I buy drones for... Woohoo. Still didn't get the things we need for the SETA drive yet. And they're all dead. Okay.
Cargo secured and hold.
I apologize for so much of this being just learning on the go. It's one of those things I didn't put much time into the game back in when it first came out. So I mean, it seems like you can order any number of drones. Let's ask for trade offer updates, sure. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I forgot it's an $80,000 cost to it. Specialized drones. I haven't seen any of these drones that they were talking about for collecting. Cuspid splint.
Here's your credits. I don't know if the station would have made it without your help.
Transmitting new coordinates to following ships.
Alright, was this the mission location? Let's take a look here. Fly to buried treasure. We are in Cuspid Splint. Where in the world is that at? It must be a different system overall. Okay. Over at Ascendancy. While we're here, we'll take a look and see if anyone wants to sell us drones.
Now what?
Scan, scan, scan. There's no of these collector drones, and I don't even know how you would trade them. I guess you could. Oh, I guess you could have them on the skunk and then exchange them with one of your traders manually, because there was the option to transfer wares from a list.
You call the shots, right?
Transfer wares from a list with the Albion skunk. Let me do anything. What in the heck is happening? I think I'm parked at. I have no idea what's going on. It's been like 4 years. I don't remember when Rebirth came out, but there's still like hilarious bugs sometimes. Oh, here's to hoping a lot of, because I think it's on the same engine. I think X4 is going to be on the same engine as.
Apparently, I was born in this zone. The station doesn't exist anymore after Plutarch recycled what they didn't need to shore up their ship production.
Right on. That's more than I ever knew. I cannot get into this. Okay, there we go. So I think it is the same engine. It's just, you know, different things have been reworked. So hopefully a lot of the kinks that they've ironed out over the last couple of years will be non-existent. So they fixed most of the issues, although I do kind of hope they revisit some things. But it looks like they are. So they're adding the ability to leave your ship. They're adding the ability to pilot any other ship. Parking, docking looks like a thing where you actually have to land, or it's an automated sequence. So there's definitely room for improvement, and we'll have to see which option they chose. Okay, so definitely the same engine. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, they've been learning since X3, and the one thing I've liked about EcoSoft, I mean, you don't see it in a ton of developers, but yeah, they stay with it. And honestly, I've seen other developers like change their name and completely, you know, tried a different product or rename their product from such a bad failure. And instead, EcoSoft really has buckled down and kind of just said, look, we screwed up. We know. We're sorry. Let's patch it. And I don't think X Rebirth was just received with such hatred and vitriol that it never really had the community that X3 did in terms of mods. But it, you know, looking around, it definitely has its positives, especially with the engine. But yeah, really looking forward to it. I gotta figure out what time of day, because I think launches, and it's going to go quiet here. I'm actually going to Alt-Tab real quick. XX4, Foundations, Store Page. Let me come back. 2 days, approximately 2 days in November 30th. So it's probably November 30th at, what is it, 6 a.m. PST? I think that's the same launch time. So we'll have to wait a little bit.
New coordinates to following ships.
Alright, so now we've got the mission to pick up our units of hydrogen at somewhere. I don't even know which station has all our goods here. Oh goodness, let's see if we can figure this out. Let's go to Ship Services Drone Dealer again, see if they've got drones. Again, just fighting drones. So it makes me wonder that, wonder if we only get to see fighting drones. Hacking drone, that actually, that person had more drones, so these aren't all the same inventory.
How may I assist? What can you possibly want?
Yes? What's up? Need something?
Well, this is an
No, I haven't. That's one of the things I'm trying to work up to. Like my goal, Chutoy, at the end of this week before X4 drops is to plop a station down in Rebirth. So I've kind of gone into the Home of Light expansion earlier, and I'm talking to myself really. You joined me here, but I probably didn't have anybody in the channel. I'm doing recordings at the same time. Hi, just random explosions. So I'm kind of making YouTube recordings at the same time I'm streaming, just in case whoever prefers, the other. But one of the other videos I was exploring Home of Light, but I don't even know how to start the station building. I'm assuming you either have to build a ship or buy a ship that can construct a station, or it's a special hire, kind of like the station manager. So that'll be one of the things I read up in. But my goal right now is to build the trading fleet, like traditional X3. Build up your fleet. Although I just don't know about, in terms of autopiloting and finding the best deals. I think I'm familiar with that in terms of you can do that with a capital ship. Okay, construction ship, that makes sense. So some of this is just finding out, how to get your trade ships going. And it's not a capital trade ship that we have, it's just 3 little ones. But without the ability to jump right into it, I don't know if we need to. This thing is loud as all get out. Bounce up and away. Let's go find an engineer. I'm going to look at the trade computer, because I don't know if the trade computer is...
Is there something I can assist with?
We don't need repair. We need a mechanic to buy new parts for your ships. Yep.
Hello, pilot. What can I offer you?
Of course. So we'll go visit this guy to see if there's anything he can install that will help us with the trading aspect. Because it used to be, you just, you buy your trade ship, you stick a trade computer in there, and you go. I just don't know how it is when you've got 3 other ships in your inventory, or in your own ships. Because right now we've got just 3 generic ships, but they can't trade on their own. They also can't seem like they don't have the ability to gather resources. I don't know if that's needed to pick things up. Fly to position. Are you doing that mission automatically? Or am I docked over here? This is just a physical position on the map. So I don't think this is a, hey, go dock with this location thing. Oh, the mysteries of the X series. God, I hope they change stations around too. Stations drive me nuts. The mechanic is also the bartender. Alright, so let's take a look at the... Oh my gosh, that is 82 million. That is nuts. Just trying to think of myself how I need to flight close enough, and fair enough. This is still more than we have right now. Okay, gotcha. I did see the trade deals. Like, I did see, you know, like through the menu system here, there's some trade deals, and you can have your specific ships pick it up, which seems like the easiest way to go. And that's when, I think that's the old system where you had to talk to someone and say, hey, can you be my, you know, trade price broker or what have you. The part I was kind of wondering about was we took a mission. So I wonder if we just, like you said we just dock. So if we just set it to that, pick up 12,000 units of hydrogen. God, is it from a certain... Okay, so it is from a system, it looks like. Deliver, pick up. Can't tell if this is... Oh, I think we just have to straight up pick up the units of hydrogen and then deliver it to the self-ab matrix. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I thought we had already purchased these. Ugh, that's gonna hurt. I don't think we have a time limit. Let's take a look at that. Okay, good. No time limit. So we can build up our money and find a trade deal. Sorry, trade offer. So this is the... So we want to buy these particular items. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And I think it looks like you can do a lot of it through trade deals through the menu now. Yeah, we're going to need some petty cash though. So let's do ahead and look for a bulletin board. Probably do... What is this? Searching for justice. This is a kill mission. I'd only get lucky to have that attack a station or something. This is 100k. Pick up the 100k transport real quick and see if any of the other sectors have better deals. And I think since I'm recording for YouTube as well, I think I'm going to go ahead and just put a cut into the YouTube cut, stop the recording and come back to it, and I'll keep the stream going. Just because it makes it easier chunks so people don't have to power through an hour of YouTube videos here.
This is the Albion's.
Requesting permission to...
Alright, so we'll get a quick save going.